Hey there, Autism vlog, and this is a bit different because it's a show and tell instead of like this is this, and you know, the usual ones that I do. What I am going to do is introduce you to someone very, very important to me, someone who has been there for me since I was 5, someone who has seen more of me than anyone else. I think only God in heaven knows as much about me as what I'm going to show you. Because this is someone who never talks back to me, somebody who never makes fun of me, you know, somebody who doesn't tell me that my emotions are invalid, or somebody doesn't laugh at me. And if I lost everything in this room but I still had him, I'd be fine. But if I lost him, end of the world, end of the world. He showed up in my life Christmas 1985, and he has slept beside me in bed ever since. So that's about 30 years, 31 years this Christmas. And I want you to meet Wiley. Wile E Coyote from those Looney Tune cartoons with the Roadrunner always falling off cliffs, all those Acme devices always failing on him. Poor Wile E Coyote. It's Wile E Coyote, but people run it together into Wiley. But that's fine, you know, because he's just Wiley to me. I like the way he smells. He smells like me. And I mean that in a good way. He doesn't smell like B.O. No, he just smells like me. Anyway, the felt on his mouth is kind of breaking and coming off, so I have a snout taped, just so that this doesn't break, because this is the side where it's breaking. It's like in 2 pieces, so I'm just trying to keep his mouth together, because, you know, I'd be upset if something were to happen to it. And of course his eyes, the paint is wearing off. And his hair used to look like a troll doll, but not anymore, because I would do, oops, hold your head up, baby. I'd do this a lot. And of course he's got his ears. His ears used to be bendable, but now he's got this one. So his ears used to kind of stand up like that, but now they just kind of do their own thing. Because they had wire inside, but the wire in this one, it broke, so his ear is just like this. It just flops. I usually want it forward, because that's where it belongs. And then this ear, it's just kind of stuck in position like this. It's floppy to his head, but that ear usually kind of crooks forward or backwards. Depends on how he's laying. Usually I lay him like this, so his ears will be crooked back. But when he's sitting up, you know, I want his ears to be comfortable for him. Because I do treat Wiley like he is alive. You know, not like alive like he's going to talk back to me, because of course he doesn't. He never does. He just listens. And you know, this is a very common thing. It's when I stim, is that I hold Wiley. This is a stim that I've had since I was 5. Is that I hold Wiley and I just rock back and forth like I'm rocking a baby, and I just hold him like this. And everything is okay in the world. Everything is fine. This makes the world okay, no matter what is happening. If I'm doing this, I'm fine. I'm fine. And Wiley was there for me when I was being bullied in school, and he wiped away more tears than anybody else. Because I would pick him up after school, and I would just go like this. And I would cry all over him. And sometimes when I was done, I would go like this. Because that's how Wiley wiped away my tears when I was younger. And after I tried to commit suicide from the bullying when I was 16, you know, after I spat out the pills from that very incredibly I don't even know what kind of word to put to it. Unexpected, I guess, to that sneeze, maybe spit all the pills I was gonna swallow. And first thing I did was go into my room and pick up Wiley and just cry like the world was ending. Because, you know, I was being bullied. I felt like I had nothing left, but I had Wiley. I had Wiley. So I had something. And another thing is that I need to know where Wiley is all the time. I need to know. So if I put him somewhere and he's not there, if he's been moved, I get really upset. I get super upset. And if somebody were to like grab him away from me, hello aggression, because I will kick the crap out of somebody to get my Wiley back if I think they're gonna hurt him. And by hurt him, I mean rip him or burn him or just do something that would irreparably damage him to the point that I wouldn't be able to hold him or lay in bed with him anymore. That would be, oh my god. So if somebody wants to see Wiley, you know, the first thing you gotta do is ask. And then I will give him to you. And you better damn well hold him gently. Because if you just throw him on the floor, or if you kick him, or throw him against the wall, or step on him, oh my god, I get angry. Angry. I get very angry if people hurt Wiley. Because he's my comfort object. And there's an ice cream truck going by, but I'm going to try to keep talking. Anyway, I hate this. Oh, just a second. Hold on. Oh, there it goes. Ow. Ow. Oh my god. Ow. I hate that sound. Anyway, it's going away now. It's when it gets a certain distance that the music hurts my ears. Ugh. Well, there you go. Sensory defensiveness right there on camera. How about that? But anyway, one time, only one time in my life have I ever like lost Wiley to the point that I could have lost him forever, but I didn't. And it's because somebody cared. And it was when I was 12 and I was sick. I think either it was bronchitis or strep or like an ear infection, but I don't remember being in pain, so it couldn't have been an ear infection. At least I don't remember pain in my ear. So I think it was bronchitis. But I had Wiley with me because I felt bad and he made me feel better. And we went to, what was the store name? Let's see, it's CVS now, but let's see, I'm trying to go back in time in my mind. I'm looking at store logos in my head. Oh, let's see, and first it was Alpha Beta, and then Save-On. Save-On Drugs, that's what it was. It was a Save-On store at the time. Now it's a CVS pharmacy or something like that. Either that or it's like an Office Depot, I don't know, but when I first knew that building, it was Alpha Beta. I mean, that is real old. That's 80s old. I am old here. But, get off my lawn. No, just kidding. Just age. Old age. Oh my gosh. But I was looking at toys. I think I was looking at the hula hoops or something. I think they had one with like a ball in it, so I was shaking it to hear the ball because that was like a cool stemmy sound. You know, autistic kid, you know, shaking stuff. Of course I'm going to shake stuff. I like to shake stuff. So, so I was doing that, and I'd wandered away from my mom, which was a no-no. And, you know, I thought that she was still with me, so it was kind of accidentally wandering off, because she went one way and I went another, because I was looking at the hula hoops, and I didn't see her go this way. So I went that way thinking she was still with me. So when I heard her yelling for me, I freaked, and I dropped the hula hoop, and I took off. But who didn't I have? And I was in such a state that I didn't notice, because I was so afraid of getting in trouble, that I didn't even notice until it was bedtime. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was a huge issue. Oh my God. I tore the whole house apart. I was literally ripping everything out of drawers. I was just panicking. I was just freaking out. Just not like a panic attack, but panic is in everything's wrong. This is not right. Where's Wiley? Where's Wiley? Where's Wiley? Where's Wiley? Where'd you put him? You know, just screaming. And my mom, she kind of got me to calm down enough to say, you know, where'd you leave him? Where's the last place you remember having Wiley? And I said, the drugstore. She got in her car, and it was like 8:30 at night, and she got in the car and she drove over there. And someone had brought Wiley to the counter. And the person working there saw my mom, and I don't know if she asked them or if they just knew that she was looking for Wiley, because they took him out from behind the cash register. She told me about this. They took him out and said, "Are you looking for this?" And of course my mom was just so super relieved, because, you know, there's no replacing Wiley there. You just can't. I'm spitting on myself. Gross. But, so she brought him home, and she held him out to me like this, and she said, "I found him, he's okay." And I just grabbed him, and I just did my little thing with him like this. And I was just apologizing to him over and over. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm telling this twice through the video or not. I've got Benadryl brain, so when I have Benadryl brain, my short-term memory is just crap. But if I repeat myself, well, too bad. It's my video. So I was so relieved to have Wiley back. And ever since then, I've always been so much more careful with him. If I'm going to sleep away from home, I'll take a different stuffed animal, because that way I know where Wiley is. And that's what's important. If I go somewhere and leave him, I'm not going to know where he is. And if I were to leave him on an airplane or something, you know, he'd just get thrown in the trash or something. And I'd never see him again. And I can't bear that. So if I go away from home, I will usually take another stuffed animal, so that way I know Wiley's at home safe. But there's nothing I own that is more important to me than my Wiley. I mean, nothing. I mean, I could lose everything else, but if I got Wiley, I'm okay. If I have everything else but I don't have Wiley, I'm not okay. That's how simple it is. Oh, that truck is coming back. Anyway, the ice cream truck is going to keep going back and forth, and it's going to give me a headache here pretty soon. So I'm going to turn this off, because, you know, if I try to keep talking, I might end up in a meltdown, and I don't want that. I already had one today. So anyway, yeah. This is Wiley. He's my baby, and I love him. And I'm glad that you got to meet him too. Bye!